A lot of companies think about customer experience in terms of what they believe they're giving out to customers. But it isn't about what you're giving out, it's about what the customer thinks they're getting. You might believe that you're doing so much for your customers, but if they don't see it that way, then it doesn't matter. If the customer doesn't see you doing it, or see the need for you to be doing it, or if it doesn't help the customer in some way, then you've wasted your time. It doesn't really matter what you do. The only thing that matters is the customer's perception. All too often, organizations waste valuable time and resources on things that they think will impress their customers. And when customers aren't impressed, they either think that they make up stories so that they believe that they are, or they tell themselves that their customers are just too clueless to be impressed. If your customers aren't impressed, then you're putting your energy in the wrong place. Customers only care about how it affects them. This is just human nature. This isn't something negative about customers in general. This is just human nature. We care about things that affect us directly. Customers want to know, how does it affect them? Does it affect them? They really don't care how much time, how much energy, how many resources you've spent on them. They only care about how it affects them. You and your business could believe that you are giving your customers the world. But if your customers don't see it that way, then it's like it never happened. If you give your customers something and they're not as impressed as you think they should be, well, then you screwed up. You didn't know what they actually wanted from you, what they wanted from your business. If you had and you gave them that, then they would have been impressed. So their reaction of not being impressed tells you something. It tells you that you don't know your customers as well as you thought you did. And this can actually be a really good thing. Knowing where you went wrong is important for customers and for people in general. It's never about what you give them. It's only about what they think they're getting, their perception. Especially with customers, it's never about how you see things. It's always about how they see things. For example, let's say you have a dog and you want to give your dog everything. You give him treats, you give him toys, you give him cozy little places to take a nap. You give him everything. But the one thing that he wants from you is your time, your attention, and you don't give him that. He's not going to be happy. And you could say to your dog, hey, look at everything I've given you. But the dog doesn't care because that's not what the dog actually wanted. Customers are the same way. Know what they actually want from you. Understand their perspective. In all relationships, it's never about what you give out. It's only about what the other person thinks they are getting.